Hello, 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 hello. It's 12:33 p.m. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's Xbox Day. Let's talk Xbox. Xbox Games Showcase will begin in 26 minutes and 47 seconds. Oh my God, you're so right. Look, they even all caps to Xbox even in the video title. It's semi-official. Let me get through those resub-a-roonies. We'll do the pre-show, the show, and then I'll catch up on all of them afterward. No, I bet I'll keep up with resub-a-roonies throughout the entire pre-show. GW Fox, thanks for being a 53-monther. Happy Summer Games Fest back at you. ZFax, thanks for being a 53-monther. And Waddle the Unicorn, thanks for being a 33-monther. And Royal Cactipi, thanks for being a 54-monther. E3 of Dreams. I wouldn't go that far. What's your dream? Lister Merrick, thanks for being a 35-monther. I wouldn't go that far. No music, by the way. If you're like Kyle, I don't hear anything. There's no music to this. Yeah. We'll do expectations and reality. We'll do it. We'll do the full rundown of like what we expect to see, and then we'll check in back in on what happens. But this is like maybe a really interesting big Xbox showcase. This is Asha Sharma's first showcase, the first one without Phil Spencer, that is. There's so many narratives we can weave out of this bad boy. But like I'm surprised that like they might weave themselves. You know what I mean? You might not need me to milk any narratives out of this cow. Did you read any leaks? Yeah, I want to talk about that too. Like, Chad, if you're ready to be shocked and surprised by that leak from last night, it's because you weren't paying attention. Your tab is muted. My God. Good looking out, chat. No. Good looking out. It's good. We're getting through this shit now as opposed to later. No. That's good. That's good for us. Mr. Sweet, 6 being a 35-monther. Super Saiyan Trogdor, 6 being a 71-monther. That's good for all of us. Seems a little loud, actually. Now muted again. Yeah. That's good. It's good. It's good. Mr. Sandro Diaz. Mr. Andro Diaz, I'm guessing, actually. Thanks for being a brand new subscriber. Will Phil say goodbye? All right, we'll start there. Expectation. Asha Sharma has a speech. Asha Sharma has a speech. I say, I actually like what she's saying. Expectation, no Phil Spencer. I don't think they're gonna let him in here. They already confirmed 30 minutes of Gears for the Xbox podcast. Thank you, chat. That's so much more reasonable. Thank you. Did they talk about how long the main show is gonna be? 1 hour is just my guess. No Phil Spencer, no Sarah Bond. Yeah. No appearance or no mention. Both. No acknowledgement. Xbox party is usually 90 minutes. Oh, whoa. Gears is expected to be 30. Usually there's 60 to 70 minutes. Okay, I'm not willing to even guess 90 minutes. That'd be crazy. Well, PlayStation was 2 hours. Jeff said it's 2 hours. Okay. All right. I'm trusting Jeff Keighley on this. 90 minutes main show. PlayStation was not 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, you're right. PlayStation was 1 hour. I'm crazy. Yeah, it was just over 1 hour. Yeah. So 90 minutes main show, 30 minutes Gears of War. Buckle in, bro. Do you have to pledge allegiance to Xbox to be able to watch this? No, that's the really cool thing. You could hate the hell out of Xbox and still watch it. Will anything not be day one on Game Pass? So yeah, this is the underlying weird stuff going on. There's been a change of leadership. Xbox has a new CEO, Asha Sharma. And she seems to be at least hinting at some big changes. With regards to how Game Pass works and platform exclusivity. The rumor Jeff Grubb dropped on us last night while we were live was that Gears of War E-Day, which I had expected, when chat was like, the beginning is so funny, from the beginning of the stream to the end of the stream. The beginning of the stream, chat's like, dude, Gears of War E-Day has been listed for PS5. And I'm like, yeah, I think we all expected that. At the end of the stream, Jeff Grubb says it's not on PS5 anymore. They made the call. Gears of War E-Day is exclusive. All right, let's start there. I trust Jeff Grubb on this one. I believe Asha Sharma would make that call based off of the feedback she's been receiving the last few months of her leadership. I believe she would do something that drastic. Speed is learning. Gears of War E-Day is not announced for PlayStation 5. Is Twitter dictating Xbox's direction? Absolutely. Game is rated on Peggy for PS5 just a few hours ago. Again, Jeff Grubb said this was a last-minute decision. I'm trusting him on this. Slicey, thanks for gifting that gift sub to Xbox. Console price drop, book it. I will not. No. Expectation, no console. They wouldn't announce it during this. No way. Will they apologize for Fable delay? No, but there will be Fable. Expectation, Fable reveals new funny character. I'm not going to put it in quotation marks, but I will put it in italics so you get what I mean by that. I think that's how they'll reveal Fable. Asha said on Twitter they would be removing PS5 logos from the presentation, so it might be unclear where Gears lands until later today. No. She said that was a miss that she'll fix in the future. I think we'll still see PS5 logos. Expectation. PS5/Switch 2 logos remain in trailers. That's my expectation. If they fixed that too, if they changed that, that would be nuts. That would again be a swift change. Just from, the presentation they had back in January. There's a Walmart listing for Gears of War PS5. I'm telling you, chat, this is what Jeff Grubb said last night. He said it's been a last-minute thing. Yeah. 24 hours ago, I absolutely expected Gears of War E-Day to be on PS5. Today, Jeff Grubb has convinced me otherwise. Can we make a bet? No. I don't care enough to make a bet. But here's the thing. I actually think this is exciting. I actually think it helps the Xbox platform for it to have exclusives, obviously. The spirit of E3, yeah. Why do you trust Jeff Grubb so much? He is wrong so often. I just like his vibes. It's not whether he's right or wrong, it's just his vibes. Because you're right, that whole Zelda thing in the past really fucked me over. But yeah, it's just the vibes. Joshy the Pooh, thanks for being a 25-monther. Can't wait for Kyle to add Blinks and Stubbs remastered to the docket after the show. Yeah, right, it's not happening. Yeah, you really can't believe it until Schreier says it. It's true. I want to, let's just call it the Toys for Bob game, because chat seems sensitive about this. revealed. Toys for Bob game revealed. Sorry, at the very end of last night's stream, somebody in chat popped in and was like, Kyle, don't check Reddit. Don't check Reset Era. There's a big Xbox game that got leaked. Big surprise, totally ruined. And it's like, I feel like if you look to anything Toys for Bob has communicated from the moment they went independent, you know what they're working on. You know what they're working on. You know, not did he know, not as like, not in terms of like, ooh, that's like a leaked rumor or anything. It's like they've told you. They told you what they're working on. I don't. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't, that's okay. That's why I kept it that way. And I'm gonna say, get this. Looks nice. I'm gonna guess it looks nice. New hardware? Okay, so if everything was going according to rumors and leaks and plans, there was going to be a handheld Xbox the year after the Asus thing. That they would make their own, just this is us producing this. This is Microsoft producing this Xbox handheld. My expectation is we don't see it. Samo Ren, thanks for being a 70-monther. Here for the Japanese games. There's always going to be some. So expectation is that there's no Xbox handheld. If it which just means to say if it pops up, I'll say I'm surprised. No new Xbox handheld. I think it's just like a real bad time to be producing any new handheld hardware. I'm not going to be all capsing Xbox. I'm getting that a lot. I do not mean all caps Xbox. Isaac, thanks for being a brand new subscriber. Persona 4 and 6. Yeah. Nice try. Persona 4 remastered, right? I think it's got a special name, like remixed, maybe. Revival is what it's called. Persona 4 Revival. And Persona 6. Obviously, you know, let's just set this in. My expectation is you do Persona 4 Revival first, actually. Revealed, release date, Game Pass. Then Persona 6 revealed. And basically, like, you know, like the protagonist leaked for Persona 6, the color leaked, it's green. You know, so it's like a bunch of stuff is leaked for Persona 6 where it's like, it's clearly just about to happen, you know? Nice song. I'm gonna guess Persona 6 has a nice song. That's my expectation. Do we think it gets a year? Nice song, no release window. Yeah. I definitely think more teaser than gameplay. They might have, you know, like the shot of the kid running through a school or some shit. But I bet that it's not like an extensive gameplay blowout. No extensive gameplay, I'll say. Watch you at the GT days. Those bonus bits were my childhood. Thank you for destroying my sense of humor. I do that to a lot of people here. Forza Horizon 6 DLC announcement. All right. That's so early, chat. Forza Horizon DLC. Just cars. It's the best I can do for you. That would be my expectation. We're adding more cars to Forza Horizon 6. Are you expecting like a crazy crossover? Yeah, like the Lego thing? Is that what we're expecting? Spriggy Cat, thanks for being a 15-monther. Epic Xbox montage. That is nostalgic for the old days. Well, shit, we haven't talked about it. It is the 25th anniversary. And they promised they would celebrate it this year. In fact, you might remember it's the last thing Phil Spencer ended on last year. He said, next year's going to be the 25th anniversary, and here's what I'm promising you. I'm promising you Gears. I'm promising you Halo. We got to talk about Halo. I'm promising Forza Horizon. Like, next year is going to be a big deal. So I wonder what they do for the 25th anniversary. Let's you know what I mean? We're just doing expectations here, right? We're not doing like crazy bets or anything like that. Let's just say there will be merchandise. Let's just be realistic here. There will be merchandise. Whether that's like a controller or, you know, like a line of clothing, maybe. Would they even announce that during this thing? Fridge magnets? Yeah, I don't think that would be that cheesy. I think 25th anniversary is not cheesy. It's going to be another one of my expectations. The Elite 3 controller leak, yeah. Oh, that was a leak. You're right about that. I'll say, yeah, you're right. Like, I think we'll see that now. Elite 3 controller. I don't remember what's new about it, quite honestly. I just remember they like changed like things on the top and bottom of it. It's got front paddles. Yeah. No stick drift. Okay. Clockwork Revolution, the release date. All right, we should talk more games. No. Here's my expectation. Because of the way they talked about it last year, my expectation is no Clockwork Revolution. I think my guess is it's taking the year off. We should talk about Campaign Evolved, which is obviously going to be there. There was some images that leaked about like special edition stuff. Oh, and some screenshots. What should we say about it though? What's our expectation about Halo Campaign Evolved? Looks better than reveal, we should say. The reveal looked really rough. But you know what I'm saying? It still looks like butt. Low bar. Yeah. Like, let's just say, but like a little unreally, I guess we'll say. Any shadow drops? Yeah, there's always a shadow drop, right? Grounded 2 feels like a lock. It comes out August 11th. All right. Grounded 2 had a trailer in Summer Game Fest, actually. But that was for like an expansion. Isn't Grounded 2 already out? I'm so confused. Will we see another Control trailer to the trifecta? Grounded 2 is in early access. Got it. It's 1.0. All right. Yeah. I would say Grounded 2 short trailer. No, there's no way they spend more than a minute on this thing. At most. BioShock. Now you're talking my language. BioShock is not an expectation. You almost had me. On board. No BioShock. No Judas. I know you have Vic Rattler. You were right on the same page. No BioShock. No Judas. Say with Tetris. Tetris, like, what Judas? No BioShock. No Judas. Can we lock in no studio acquisitions? All right, I'll even put it in this column for some reason. No studio acquisitions. We don't do that at press conferences anymore. State of Decay 3, I feel like, is a real lock. That's a fun one. All right, so here's the question with State of Decay 3 that I think it needs to answer. Can this do something you've never seen in a zombie game before? Can this look like it was worth the time off for development? Neon Dream, this would be a 45-monther. Can we get a Woo for Xbox? Absolutely not. Yeah, so my expectation is State of Decay 3 has some sort of central hook. I don't know what this. I don't know what it is, right? It's got some sort of central hook to differentiate it from other zombie games. Whether that like succeeds or fails, we'll talk about it after the show. But I'm gonna guess it's got a hook. Will someone mention Banjo-Kazooie? Yeah, I feel like okay. Let's talk about the not cheesy. I feel like it's going to be like celebrating legacy IP. I feel like this is where Banjo-Kazooie could appear. The Dre, that's being a 22-monther. Kingdom Hearts 4 would blow my socks off, bro. There's no way. In fact, I might even say like no Square Enix. Here's the thing, they always like to get some Square Enix in there. Fable VO announcements from British sitcoms you don't know. Hey, my expectation's already correct. Funny in italics. The Dre, that's be a 22-monther. KO, that's be a 16-monther. Josh Sawyer next game? Who's Josh Sawyer? Help me with that. Roaming, that's being a 54-monther. Any reference to the original Xbox controller black and white buttons? Yeah, in the 25th anniversary thing. The Pentiment director is Josh Sawyer. Gotcha. Way too early. Way too early. But also New Vegas. Interesting. A chat asked a really interesting question while I was scrolling up there. Oh, Sega stuff? Yeah. I like that. I like that. Clockwork Revolution I got on here. I don't think so. I think it's taking the year off. So Sega had Virtua Fighter at Summer Game Fest. Mentions of Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio, but not seen. Yeah. One or the other, right? Expectation, Crazy Taxi or Jet Set Radio, but not both. That's my expectation. Could be both. Could be both. Yet another. Stranger Than Heaven could complete the trifecta. And I mean, here's the thing. Stranger Than Heaven is hooked up with Xbox. They had the whole Xbox show. Stranger Than Heaven completes the trifecta. State of Play, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase. I mean, they might even get a Nintendo Direct next week. New Game Pass perk or the price increase. I think they're out of Game Pass perks. I don't think they got any more of those. Yeah, all right. So, I mean, chat's bringing that up a few times. I don't expectations. No price announcements. No new Game Pass feature announcements. I'm actually expecting like Game Pass to be de-emphasized in this presentation. We're 4 minutes down, chat. Will classic rare IP return? Sorry, the question. Sorry. The question that somebody asked that I think is really interesting is what is the finale of this show? Not including Gears E-Day, right? Last year's finale was Black Ops 7. I think the finale the year before that was Perfect Dark. So it's like, what is the finale this year? Ethan Weethan, thanks for being a 72-monther. The longest running annual E3 bet for my friend group has been, will Todd Howard wear leather? Best odds say he won't appear, but if he does, he will. Nah, no leather today. Honko Bonko, 6 to 20-monther. The Big Pig, Kyle Hogsman, hell yeah. Movie TV talk? Honestly, I think that hat is a misdirect. I think there's some joke about Xbox TV and film. Oh, no, I'm not going to go that far. But yeah, that's what I think. Tender Chris, thanks for being a 28-monther. I think they gave press those hats to like try to create buzz in a negative way, and then they would say, point at us all and say, haha, that was a joke today. That's my guess. Next gen prediction? Nah, I don't know next gen. Oh shit, they have been talking about it a lot. All right. They have been talking about it a lot. It's Project Helix. Yeah. No, you're right about that. You're right about that. They said no Helix already? They did say that. They did say that. They said coming in, don't expect any Project Helix. I'm going to say a hint of Project Helix. And as we look forward to the year to come, you know what I mean? Yeah. Give me that. You're right. They're not gonna like have talking heads talk about the chips and the pixels, but I think a hint of Project Helix. Gang of Dragons gone, right? Score prediction? Yeah, it's time. Time for score prediction. Score prediction. See. All right. How are we doing? Yeah, we're 54 seconds out. Refresh that. Play it. Let me know about audio, okay? Let me know. Already corny? No, I like that. That was nice. The next 25 is crazy. I feel like we could have done those first.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
I feel like they've done this in the past, and they say look for more of this game after the presentation.
Stay sharp. Don't let them surround you.
There should be more guns in the trunk.
Here, strap these on.
Is that Skinny
This
Marcus?
isn't enough.
This is weird.
We should still head to the police station. We're gonna have more firepower there.
Right. Yeah. It's about 2 blocks up ahead.
Okay.
Come on!
Shoot, move, and watch for civilians. Get inside, now! Ground's opening!
They're definitely demoing this on controller. He's missing a lot of shots. Nice, save the guy's life. That's sweet.
You see that? It was something big! Like huge crab figures picking up through the street!
Just the adrenaline, kid. We need to keep moving through the underpass.
Let's get moving.
Crazy cut to black, but we're just advancing in time. Why do you say it looks like shit? It looks nice. It looks like a Universal Studios ride.
These things are all over me.
More tremors.
Any gears out there? Anyone that can hear this?
Yeah, the run was not the classic iconic. See, that's fun. They foreshadowed this. That's fun. The run is not the iconic Gears of War run, for sure.
points.
She said, these are goddamn breach points.
Reloading. Cover me. All right. That gear said they're stuck in the pay and save. Which way?
It's on the other side of those apartments. At least that thing carved us a shortcut.
Through here.
There is something, it's a really funny comment. Extremely 2010 like. I think the demo before started in this
Nice shot.
grocery
Where the hell
store,
did you lot come from?
department store.
We heard your distress call.
Well, you saved my ass. But we need to make ourselves scarce.
Right, yeah, you can see this place in the
Keep
reveal.
pouring in every few minutes.
More trappers, watch it!
Right on schedule. You guys here?
Yeah. Who are you?
Private Marco Commander.
Where's your squad?
Hasty took out on squad leader a couple of hours ago. We were into protecting some survivors nearby. I was about to get back when I got cornered in here.
I want to have a whole speech about this. Basically, it's like preserving some cartoonishness about the 360 games that I don't think was meant to be cartoonish back in the day.
What's the problem till I ran out of ammo? I'm not even standing up.
On the 360, this was deadly serious. If you preserve what was deadly serious on the 360, it becomes cartoonish. So you got to make the call. They went for preservation.
Eat that. Reloading.
That's some tough glass, bro. It penetrates their skin faster than it penetrates the glass.
Contact front.
There's no end to these freaks.
See that? Like their armor is weaker than the glass in the grocery store.
Pick 'em off.
On your right, Mark. I got it.
Jammed.
Damn.
Tom.
I'm almost out.
Bro, that plays for jokes. That plays silly, man.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah. So it's actually interesting he's skinny Marcus Phoenix. He's got some growing to do. Boy, that 30 minutes is gonna be rough. Slide shooting is a big
Welcome
deal?
to the
Okay.
Xbox Game Showcase. For the past 25 years, Xbox has delivered some of the greatest games of all time. Games that changed what was possible, games that brought players together, and games that defined generations. Xbox was built on the spirit of creativity and heart. And as we kick off the show with Gears of War E-Day, it's only fitting that as we return to Xbox, we return to Gears. So today, we're announcing that Gears of War E-Day will be an Xbox console exclusive.
Asha!
The core of
making
Xbox
moves.
is great games, and that's what today is all about. We're going to show you more than 25 titles from creators around the world, followed by our Gears Direct. Enjoy the show.
Tell me more about the Walmart listings, chat. Tell me about those. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is the audio out of sync? Not for me. Let me know if it is for you.
My powers came in. Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and mud and manure whilst holding onto my sister's hand. I remember her fingers gripped so tightly in mine that her nails drew blood. Until I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
I was expecting like a joke there.
Does stick in the memory a bit, yeah. I know why you're here. You want to talk about them. They're not real heroes.
You ever seen a legend in the flesh?
All that power, how do they use it? Killing mindless beasts. Fighting petty villains. None of that matters.
So crazy the script is almost identical to the previous trailer.
Hero knows how to wield power. They don't waste time on trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a twat.
Got more important things to worry about than vegetables.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
Oi! What the fuck was that?
Well, I was just...
Just sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Remorse? Remorse is for the guilty. Look, I will tell you what I told them. Albion is broken, and I'm going to mend it. Albion doesn't need heroes. It needs a hero.
You're a monster.
And that hero
She's the villain.
is me.
Haley Atwell is the villain. I like that. Yeah. That's cool. Oh no, it's this guy. Never mind. No, skip that. No, it's not her. It's not her. She's just a side quest person. Sorry, I dropped the ball there. Apparently it was PS5 on that. My bad.
You've heard the story. Halo, the Chief, stuff of legends. But that's not the story I'm telling today. This one you haven't heard. Op started simple enough. Drop in, grab the goods, get out before anyone noticed. Well, guess what? They noticed. Now you ready to get to it?
What is the tone here,
you serve
dude?
long enough, you learn to read a battlefield. This place, more of a freak show. And trust me, I know freaky.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock. The thing with simple jobs is, they always get complicated.
This trailer cut is crazy.
Plans
It really
change.
is.
Odds get worse. My advice, bring a Spartan.
Bro. That space battle was cool. They're not treating it like the franchise it is, dude.
Being a strong, almost silent type? No.
You're like, this is your Star Wars? This is your Star Wars? That trailer was ass. That was crazy, bro.
There's something on this island. It's like it calls to me. You and my father found that island thanks to me.
There's more to this than you understand.
Yeah, this is like the crazy,
More than
like,
you can handle.
centuries later Plague Tale sequel, yeah?
I've proven myself.
Have you really?
A sword keeps you alive. A dagger wins the fight. Look at this place. It's mad.
The final confrontation is about to begin!
Where are the others? Ezra's dead, Lenny. They're all dead. Move!
But you couldn't have said, hey, Lenny, you know those ancient death curse rumors? Well, maybe they're true. Sit in.
I think that's a release date announcement. Resonance.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
Domino might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
Wait! Whoa! Now, where are we?
Whoa.
Feels like we're someplace totally different.
This is my chat's peak narrative.
Now then, whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
To wield a persona is to wield direct control of one's heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds.
Kyle doesn't know. It's true. I've never played this game.
Cool?
Someone had to see that. I'm glad it was you.
Was that supposed to be him?
Good times never seem to last
Cool environments.
long, do they?
I hate you, sneaky, stupid bully jerk!
My chat laughed at that.
Wait,
So, shall we?
really? So neat!
Come on, don't call me that.
All shadows were originally born from humans. Well, then that means Senpai got killed by her other self.
No! Get out of here! Don't look at me! Does that mean you're just gonna stuff me
My
back
chat
in
says
your
this
head
is
and
deep.
pretend I'm not real? I can't!
All right. Which means that we also
Toxic streamer. I am. I'm way too toxic about
I
Persona.
think I'd like to help too. I'm not running away from this. Well, but I have no problem taking down shadows. It's over!
So yeah.
I like the super animations. Those are sweet.
Then let's team up and catch this jerk.
Let's end this! Here! Go! Persona!
Way later than I expected. And it looks like they're saving Persona 6 for later in the show. Was that the week after Fable or the same week as Fable? It was a week before. Copy that.
My friends and I used to argue about what ended the world. A weapon. A virus. Something worse. It started in quiet towns. Empty roads.
Bro, I can't believe they're doing a zombie monologue right now.
The world forgot.
This speech we've heard 10,000 times. That's crazy.
Guys, I found a nest. These survivors found each other, built walls, pushed back against the night. We'll always have each other's back. Because the world has become more dangerous than ever.
Yeah, of course it has.
The dead aren't just wandering anymore. They hunt. In the end, it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is that when the dead come through the dark, so do we.
What am I missing here, bro? What the fuck? What are you doing? What is the game? I feel so crazy after watching that. I don't know what the takeaway is. Kyle, it's a zombie game. It's a zombie game that was announced 8 years ago. We'll talk about it. That trailer sucked.
On the Sea of Thieves, there have been plenty of grand adventures. But what if you could make your own Sea of Thieves experience? With our new free update, Custom Seas, you can.
This is the first good trailer of the whole show.
You could create new ways to play. Like Rowboat Royale, where small but bloodthirsty crews duke it out in a fury.
This is the first good trailer.
Just remember to watch out for explosive barrels. Oh, I'm sure they're fine.
At least this one knows what its tone should be, you know what I mean?
Where the sharpest shooter with the highest score
This
wins.
game knows what it is.
Or maybe you just want to spawn this. And
Actually,
these.
no, the Persona trailer was good. The Persona trailer
And
was good, too.
absolutely loads of these, and well, you get the idea. You could create a cinematic masterpiece. With enhanced camera tools, you could show romance, action, or tragedy. Or maybe just show the world from a whole new perspective. Or you could even just create a place to hang. Literally,
What are we
if you
doing
want.
here, man?
Or you could come together for a party.
What are we
or maybe you
doing,
want
bro?
somewhere you can just kick back and relax. Whatever your piratical pursuits may be, we're giving you your own keys to the seas. There's a whole new world of possibility ready
Okay.
to explore. So dive in and
Wrap it up.
unleash your creativity. The tools are now in your hands. What you do with them is up to you. Just try not to wreck the place.
Wrap it up. We only got 90 minutes of this, man. Wrap it up.
There is a liar in these tunnels.
The reveal of this was like a couple of months ago, right? The Metro game. It was like mostly CG. It didn't hit well.
It's not your name.
So I'm hoping they show a ton of gameplay.
Your name is Hunter. As a Spartan, you were a legend. You stood for something. But where are the Spartans now? To protect the Metro from you. You promised a brighter
I feel like this game would benefit greatly from a demo. Like just like basically like here's the first part of the game.
The Norai spreads tyranny.
Here's what it's like to play this.
You swore to crush the enemy, to face them head on, and guide the Metro to the light.
Here we go.
But darkness
never mind.
Spreads.
I really, they tricked me, bro. I thought it was like, okay, let's settle in. I got 2 seconds. Damn.
Every step.
No, you were right. Because my chat this whole time is saying it's not that kind of show. It's not gonna work out like that. You were right.
Drowns you deeper in lies.
I swear he missed that shot. It looked a little high.
Your lies. And now, Hunter, that legendary Spartan is gone. Turned to ash. I won't stop until the Führer burns with him.
Oh, bro, what a weird tease at the end, too. Should have been a demo. Maybe it's, yeah, the game's far off.
World premiere.
That's cute. They wanted to be part of the flock. Mysterious. It fell from space. More coming. No PS5. No Switch.
World premiere.
Yeah, I liked it. That was a good trailer. That was a good trailer.
Countless wars have been waged throughout history in pursuit of the elixir of immortality. A champion rises, destined to quell the chaos of this senseless cycle.
If you told me this game was announced 3 years ago, I would believe you.
Awaken. Phoenix.
So, it was you who set the Red Cliffs ablaze.
None of these guys have any idea how to end a trailer, bro. I'm losing my mind.
You're ready for the challenge and the reward of opening your very own cult.
Nothing can beat us, nothing can
Good.
break us, nothing can shock us, nothing can shake us. I know it's nothing.
You'll be going to beautiful Bedford County, USA, teaming with locals waiting to join our family.
You scare me? You don't scare me.
You better reevaluate your life
This is fucking
choices.
funny.
You
Pissed off a random person on the street. You want to try?
Conversion failed.
Even if
That's
they
so
don't know
funny.
yet.
Nothing can beat us, nothing can break.
Build a cult, and I will shield you from the apocalypse.
Whoa, whoa!
Join us. Join us.
Nothing can stop our love.
Looking for the owner of a severed human head. Come and collect it, or it will be given away on a first-come, first-served basis.
Fun concept, fun trailer. That trailer told you what it is from the first half second. I love that. Join Us is the name of that game.
World premiere.
I was not expecting to see Senua again.
Left your people behind. Believing time would see them heal. But what is left in the dark sickens. And some binds cannot be broken.
This is what I would do too. Focus on as much gameplay as possible in this trailer. Just like say, like, hey, you're playing a game here. You're playing a game. Music's great.
Accept what waits for you.
We're just calling it Senua? Hell yeah. That's kind of crazy. That said PS5 too, by the way. So I feel like Gears is just like a special case. Really, that's a whole conversation we'll have to have too. That's crazy.
Answer the call of Vault 76.
Welcome to the surface, a sprawling paradise. Meet the locals, learn to fish. Doesn't that sound nice? What a hoot! You found loot. This is no time to hoard. Share your stroke of
No,
luck
Fallout
with
76
your
is always
pals.
here.
All aboard.
We always have an
Build
update to
your
Fallout
camp as a
76
team.
every
Hey,
year.
life's pretty swell, but in this Appalachian wonderland,
Let him do this.
Gadzooks! It's worse than expected. Enemies are waiting in places undetected. So suit up, son, and defend our great nation.
Honestly, this is
And
better
gather all
animation
your
than we're used to
friends
seeing
when
from
you
them. This is
fight
kind of nuts.
infestation. That's the play, Daddy-O. We'll tackle them all. Rebuilding our bright future from the ashes, rising tall. When you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for kicks. Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 70. Oh, dear.
Okie dokie. Play it day one with Game Pass. Fallout 76? Is that what you're like? What are you talking about? Or is it this thing is day one with Game Pass?
Our flock has been led astray.
It's this one.
By your acts of defiance. Argent Anor trembles in the wake of your actions. They follow you now.
This looks like an expansion.
The Council has chosen. Beneath this chamber will be your tomb. This place is your pain given shape.
The hell of hell.
It holds many secrets. Only a cleansed soul may leave. I am not your enemy. I am your way out.
Yeah, so it's funny, the enemies have like the same calls for you to respond to, right? But they took away your shield. So you have different responses to each of those cues.
With the Slayer gone.
The shield guy's still standing in a straight line.
The demons. They have retreated. Their war
Oh, you got your shield back.
is with him.
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to find him.
Revelation is taken. By the way, I think that was a good trailer too. If I'm gonna mock the really shitty trailers, you gotta compliment the good ones. That was a good trailer. I think it introduced a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Like you're making an expansion, right? You gotta show what's new. No, 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 not this channel. You're not muting me, bro. No, 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 no. What a crazy intro that was. That's so fun. They got the song, bro. They say we got the song. Your second or third question about Crazy Taxi. How fun. Look how vibrant it is. All right, my question is, will they show the police cars? So far, they've only shown regular Crazy Taxi. They haven't, like, implemented, like, multiplayer shit yet, you know? We're going international. They really went that whole time. 2027. Did it say motherfuckers? This DMC as well. Got it, got it, got it. Sorry, chat. I got distracted by the language. Yeah. Chat, I love clear plastic. I think that looks sick as hell. That's the good stuff. Oh my god, that game looks so bad. Why'd they choose that? We gotta go back to that shot. That animation was so crunchy. It looked like stop motion on the Elite as he was walking forward.
In the frozen north, we know only one way of life. We know the thunderous crash of the waves against our ships. We know the bite of cold steel. The roar of fires that consume our enemies. And that the moment of peace is only temporary.
I feel like a Age of Empires expansion is customary as well. You gotta have one of these.
Opens its gates only to the worthy. And the next proving ground awaits just beyond the horizon.
Let it be. No notes, it is what it is. What's this game? I actually kind of like what they're doing with the stylization here. See, like the kind of cool textures they put on these? I think Dungeons 2 might have been announced, right? Chicken Jockey 2. But I like for it to have its own aesthetic. It's less clear in game. Okay, that was just a cutscene thing. Yeah, the game itself should stick to this aesthetic. I really like it. There you go, release date. Tough end of that trailer.
World premiere.
I don't like the starts and stops of the way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay, we'll talk about it
admirers of the mysteries of magic. Take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises, for our next act is about to begin.
There's no flow between like play it day one on Game Pass and
Are
world
you
premiere.
sitting comfortably? Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story. Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo, stage magician extraordinaire. So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters.
Boss fights.
Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can.
That's you. You're Jacob.
that's your cue.
Run.
There you go. God, just show the game. Just show the game. That shit's sick. It's much more impressive to see it do it going in real time, you know?
A deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
Uppercut Games I don't know anything about, but I like that, dude. That was cool vibes.
What would you give for victory? Your life? The lives of your sons? The line between victory and defeat is thin.
Yeah. I think we had this in ONL pre-show last year, actually. Like the trench warfare, like evil demon game.
To destroy your enemies, break their will.
Valor
Would you have
Mortis.
strength?
That's right. I always forget the name of
Resolve
it.
to wield it.
We're seeing a lot more environmental variety here.
If destiny was there, within reach, could you sacrifice everything? For your country. For your empire. For your emperor.
You all know Vincent Castle? September 24th. No, back off. Back off. That's tough, dude. That's really tough.
Glenumbra's full of thieves. What is it you're after? Don't take this the wrong way, but we've been watching you. You've got talent and a lot of promise.
Stop! Thief!
Are you ready to talk about planning a real heist, partner? Welcome to our Thieves Guild. Our members will show you the ropes. This job is going to need every trick
No,
in
you
the
gotta
book.
consider the scale of each of these. I think this is a good trailer for an MMO expansion. You know what I mean?
Some jobs call for slick distractions and quick fingers.
Castle's the main villain in the
Never
second
truly
Ocean's
know
film.
what's
I actually know who you're
behind
talking
the
about
door.
now.
Or if that's not quite your style, step out of the shadows and take a direct approach. There's other treasure all around the world, if you know where to look and are willing to fight for it. Whether it's fortune, adventure, or danger, the Thieves Guild has everything you need, as long as you're willing to take it.
Don't mind if I do. Hands off the cheese. I got here first.
For an MMO, it was a good trailer. Considering it's Elder Scrolls Online, I think it's a good trailer. Hands off the cheese, he says. All right. I'm nervous. Oh, they're being serious. So negative. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Microsoft Flight Simulator trailers are always super nice. But for them to like try to like tap into patriotism is silly. Answer the call. What do you mean by that? Answer what call? Why still 2024? I mean, that's the game you can go buy on a shelf, you know?
The mountain stands here, yet it cannot be
It's
seen.
an expansion of Microsoft Simulator 2024.
The wind passes without a sound. People move within. The Moists move in secrecy, renowned for their mastery of mechanisms. As the old order begins to fall, no one can remain untouched. When all is obscured, the battle has only just begun. Beneath every mechanism, the true game lies in the human heart.
The voice is so weirdly modulated.
This is your game to decide.
I'll just say it doesn't sound like a professionally recorded voiceover, is all I'll say. Hey, exclusive benefits for Game Pass. I couldn't even read that shit. It went by so fast.
Dracula's castle is just ahead. I have come here to destroy you, just like my father, mother, and their allies before me.
No one believed me when I said the newest Belmont would be a girl.
Okay.
God has given you another chance, Rose. You must use it wisely to better control your curse and strengthen yourself.
Same voice actor as the Netflix show there?
You are no more than
Level up.
irritating
I saw
kid.
level up.
What makes you think
The
you
wall
can
meat's
stop me
nice.
this time?
I've always wanted a pet Belmont.
Stupid girl. I will show you what hell is.
I am Rose Belmont, and I will hunt the night!
October. Yay, nice. Great key art, dude. That freaking rules.
Some years have a color to them. A haze that seems to fill the whole world.
I'm covering like a clock up here.
In its glow, you discover wonderful new places. Dear friends you always needed.
This looks so good.
And golden moments which linger on the warm breeze.
Wow. I can't believe how well they're capturing the style.
As you live
dude.
your days. As dreams.
Woo! With that crazy twist ending, I freaking loved that. That was sweet. Vivarium? That was nice.
World premiere.
No PS5, no Switch on that one. There you go, there you go, there you go. Pretend to be surprised. I actually love the suspense here. This is cool. It's freaking dark. Edgy. No Switch? Come on, Persona. Keep up, dude. No release
premiere.
window. Activision presents. Okay, all right. They said cinematic CGI. Stop saying Skylanders. I think they made it a little more like hair. In a weird way. His spikes were floppy. Ooh, alright. That's it, huh? A lot of 2027, bro.
It's my kind of night.
This is Clockwork Revolution. I did not expect to see this. That's crazy.
Bullets are flying.
What you do that for?
My fingers slipped. And every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Hooligans, come to order.
Maybe a release date on this?
Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Even my schemes have schemes.
Me, I prefer to make it up as I go.
Morgan! Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand. Then give
Nazim
my
was the name of the
regards
robot. I
to
was
the
like
Sandman.
blocking his name.
Cheap rubbish.
A corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Look at the bloody airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're putting the heist tonight.
Good setup.
Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat. How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this. You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices. But I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
The pimp, the plod, the priest, who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya, the ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us, especially not the future. But this time, we've a chance to steal it. What more could an honest thief ask for?
Stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the
No. Hey, there it is. Oh, fresh CG.
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience
Crazy.
full of intriguing characters and incredible world building. And it's an Xbox console exclusive coming in 2027. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you, and we're excited about our lineup of iconic games. Record-breaking Forza Horizon 6, the return of Master Chief, rebuilt
What
from the
record?
ground up, the extraordinary world of Fable, full of choice and consequences. Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei Tecmo, and more. And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027.
We got
In a moment,
so crazy.
we'll dive into Gears of War E-Day. But before we
they
do,
moved off of the word
one
exclusive.
franchise
This is
that
nuts.
has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare later this year and a movie on the way. Last month, the teams at Infinity Ward and Activision gave us a glimpse of the story and gameplay. Today, they are back with a first look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
He looks happy. Is that what happy looks like to you? DMZ's like their extraction mode, is that right?
유명한 용도 아래 우리 조선 반도는 질서정연하고 강력하다. 남부 차단 구역에서 발생했던 산업 사고는 우리 공화국의 용적 투쟁으로
This is not the finale. This is not the finale. There's something after this. Don't get disappointed now. This is not the finale. This was announced. This was like they said June 6th we're gonna debut DMZ.
Locate the files and eliminate the HVT. Expect contact. HVT may be in the area hunting anyone after that intel. Jeez, this is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got NVGs, man.
At least it's a freaking demo, bro. This is what I've been dying for this shit.
No, it's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
This is Call of Duty. Never mind.
Damn, he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the
Got
intel?
it. So that player's done.
Got it.
No, I get it now. I get it.
Alright. Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Now we're looking at Cold Reese's feet.
Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Enemies are alerted to your position. Do you think that was in game?
Damn.
Sometimes your night vision feed gets a little chunky. I think it was.
Hey, hold up. What's up?
What's up? Just spraying, bro.
You good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're alright.
Just spray. It's not even aiming. That's how I fucking play, bro. That's so fun. Left his teammate.
Was that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
Oh, fuck! I got you, man.
Sorry, does it do that mid-game? Or is this an effect for the trailer?
You good?
Yep. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh,
I hope
hell
that's
yeah.
just an effect for the trailer. Weird, though.
Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke. Brace, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it.
Like, there's no way they have this whole filter over the entire game mode. Think of it like a spectator cam? Chat, why would you debut your game through a spectator cam? You're kneecapping your game footage. This is so weird.
Inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy. Please have medical. Oh, thank you.
My guess is the idea, like you see like those like body cam games where it's like it looks so realistic. My guess is that they want it to seem semi-realistic.
Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Because of the cam like footage.
Oh shit!
That sucks, bro. I like the vault. And now, watch this, watch this. And now, okay. Just how long should we watch? Damn. They really ended the show on that.
Welcome to the Coalition here in Vancouver,
No
British
weak
Columbia,
shit,
Canada,
bro. No weak.
home
You said
of
no
Gears
weak
of
shit.
War. When Gears debuted in 2006,
Wow.
it instantly redefined the genre. And now
That was
in
nuts.
2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans,
You know, I
and
love it
lay
when
the
you say where we've
foundation
been.
for where Gears is going next.
Oh, man.
To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed and the fight began.
We're not going to watch the PC
Emergence
Gaming
Day.
Show, no. But I'm in for this. I'm in for the Gears presentation.
It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe.
It's good,
And
man. There's a
today, for the
lot I
first
want to
time,
say.
We're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
The most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special
You're still
to
on
us
5?
and to our fans. And we realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day.
The Brotherhood of E-Day.
The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Serra forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
I like
This
when they
is
talk
our
about their
most
inspiration.
ambitious game yet.
I like that.
E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail.
You didn't have the tools to tell this story?
We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction.
I like real-time
Starting with an
destruction.
empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you.
Watch out! Coming down!
You'll fight against bigger and
That
more
shot
brutal
right there, I think, was so
enemies
clutch.
With new and craftier
It should have been in the
weapons,
trailer. It
and
should have been one of the
navigate
first things you see of
battlefield
this game.
With more natural character movement, so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
Like crushing the Capitol? That was cool. That was sweet.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like new.
Now, we're inside.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Serra, and the Gears have returned home.
I kind of like this stuff. That stuff is going to sound crazy. Reminds me a little of FF7.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
Hold on. Crazy Taxi has a Gen AI tag disclosure on Steam. Tell me more. Give me the details on that. That bums me out.
With their new reality, the locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System.
Give me more details.
Multiple tremors causing minor
It's vague.
damage.
Okay. All right.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just
Well, this
a
looks like the
backdrop.
demo that
We
people will be
wanted
playing
to
this
feel
week.
alive, like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality. Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery.
It's weird. I feel like the camera's high.
The years of industrialization for the Cog War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to
So I'm
lean
thinking
into
about
that
like the city
classic
scene in the
Gears
beginning of
retro
RE9, right? And it feels like more intense in a way, and I think it's because the
Towering
camera is
architecture,
down more. Almost
robust
like the same
vehicles,
distance from character, but
and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s.
yeah, I
We
see
also
you there.
looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style.
It's vague, but it says it wasn't used for performers. Yeah, I don't know about that, Chad.
As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel.
I actually love
The
these
downtown
environments.
core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield. Kelowna's density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how Gear moves through the world, and it created the perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat.
You're chunky, bro.
Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted
Those guys
to
are
keep
having
that
fun.
heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield. Cover is life in Gears. And we've completely rebuilt our movement and cover systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get
Chad
under
said the
objects,
slide is a big
around
deal.
corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability
It
to
actually
jump,
makes him a little less
which
tank-like.
really opened up this citywide battleground. We get to play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles, or clearing gaps in crumbling buildings to reach new flanking routes.
They could jump far, dude.
At the heart of our gameplay is still that great Gears combat puzzle. a mix of unique enemy combinations, tactical weapon choices.
I feel like the game here, I don't know what it is showing so much
your
better than it
ability
did
to
at the
read
top
and
of
move
the
through the arena.
Xbox show.
But now you have more choice
think
than
they're
ever.
giving it more
and we
time
get
to
these
breathe.
peaks of almost action movie sequences. You can throw yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head-on? Do you flank them from a side entrance? Or do you climb up to the balcony across the street and take them all out with your long shot?
That guy
It's
just
up to you.
sat there and
if you're playing
died,
co-op
bro.
with your
Don't even
friends,
look up.
Well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building.
Side quest.
A raven crashed in the distance. A group of Gears readying an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes,
We needed to
buildings,
invest in an
rooftops,
entire suite
and
of
pipes.
tools, he said.
We have a procedural content generation
Yeah.
tool set for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
what
the
indies
largest,
do,
most
man. That's
complex
like
location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
That's what
Board
you gotta do,
control is
man.
connected to an older antenna. I can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
Do it. The remaining Gears will hold the fort.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you.
I feel like that's a good shot too. That's nice.
People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated the possibility of peacetime are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the locusts have unleashed.
Scratch.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
As a game design element, getting to use e-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, it just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world.
Yeah.
Destroyed Beauty has long
That shot was
been a
so
visual
fun, they're
pillar
just trying to
of
show
Gears of
off their
War,
tech.
and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack. It's the fall of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going
This
on
is
in
the
the
drama
plot,
portion of the
but
show.
the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
This is where you lose me.
You okay?
No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic. The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes.
Hell.
A sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit!
Mags and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our
Funny,
cinematic
she's
cameras,
narrative lead, right?
Just like the intense
They like to get
war
everybody
movies we
working
do.
at their desks. So it's like she just had like the VLC file
Shots
of a
are
cutscene loaded up at her
intentionally
desk to
green and a bit
watch.
shaky, and leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right.
You know,
in
just
the
show us
middle
what
of
it's
the
like when you're
action.
working. Like, I'm narrative lead. You want me to write a script?
Bravo's
No,
story
no.
also intertwines with others called to
Just watch
defend
a
the
video.
city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Calisto.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Die.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom
Gears fans
are
know Gil
absolute
Gettner.
legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. If you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out.
Strong jaws and thick
Marcus
necks.
just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic permascout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Orcs. Hell yeah, that's fun, dude.
Material and character fidelity
What's crazy is I
in
agree
Gears
with
of
him.
War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus.
Look at those detailed
Sergeant,
eyelashes.
26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had fidelity at this scale. Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig,
Is Adam
this
Phoenix in the
allows
sequel
us to
games?
have way more expressive characters with a huge range, from a small smirk to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the
Adam's in
graphical
3, got
limit
it.
with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
When it comes to the Locust, to make them
Multiplayer,
more
we're talking
believable,
co-op,
we
right?
made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
Was that a stealth multiplayer announcement?
The boomers are even bigger this time around. Like
There is
living
PvP.
battering rams smashing through doorways onto the battlefield. The wretches scream so loud it disorients you before they rip you apart.
I don't think they've shown any of it yet.
And the Reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
So what now, Marcus?
We save everyone we can.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying.
Oh, bro. That was crazy.
And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
I wouldn't get any work
That
done.
was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms
Look
in
at that
response to your
button all day.
attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the arm or leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
The Gnasher is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a COG weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire a round to let it explode, or hold the trigger
okay,
to
I'm
control
thinking
when
this
it
looks
detonates.
this is looking
That
really
means
good.
You can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice,
This is making the Halo
master its
shit make
long-range
less
sinkhole
sense.
closing potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see
I feel
the
like
emotion
Halo
literally
Campaign
melt the
Evolved
skin
is
off
really
an
just
enemy's
getting
body.
plopped out.
Before,
This
you'd
looks like
probably get into
like the
grapple
real
with an
genuine
enemy
effort
team
of like
charging
what
at
a
you.
Microsoft Studios
Now,
game should look
you
like.
feel
You
the
know?
power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course, the Lancer.
Nice.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the Superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the
They
invasion.
said it. I think there's
all
something to
deliver
this.
On that gratifying moment.
They're
when
weak
you
to
finally get to
chainsaws.
slice a grub in two.
They're having fun.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Where the hell are we?
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices.
This
When
is
it
fun
came to
edited,
the sound
actually.
for
They
our
put a lot of work
Proto
into this
Lancer, it was
little
important
production.
to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system.
That's fun.
This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the
Great
sound
demo.
opens up again,
Yeah, I
almost
love
like a
this shit.
cathedral.
Yes, bro.
And it's not just those spaces.
talking game
it's
design
the
right now.
transitions
That's so
between
sweet.
them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. But it's not just about the brotherhood that you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends.
There it is.
Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign,
That was a
all
good
4
transition,
characters
actually.
are playable from the start. And we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 4v4 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the
I like
test
that mine that can
alongside a
drop,
seasonal
that's sweet.
roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game, completing in-game challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all 3 squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon, and we hope you join us for our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good? Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
I bet that Horde mode rules.
We can't outrun the past. But as long as we're still breathing, we're the ones that keep fighting.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone.
Look at these guys.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox, it's almost like a
The
homecoming.
Coltrane poster was back there.
It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
Fuck yeah, we're back needs to be delivered to camera. They sold her short by editing that.
What a nightmare.
Untouched by nearly 80 years of war. Destroyed in 2 nights.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay, and our world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
Yeah, that was a much better impression of the game. Much, much better, man. And now, watch this. And now... I cannot believe they ended on that DMZ thing. That sucked. I'm wondering if the hardcore codders really liked it. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if there's some Call of Duty streamers were like, dude, this is sick as shit. This is exactly what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Are Brumax redeemed? No, Brumax are still silly. The Gears box for PS5 before it was suddenly pulled.
Now you ready to get to it?
Yeah, this is the drama. And we got a follow-up post from Jeffrey Grubb.
Do you expect us to
Sorry, I generally don't care about these final montages. PlayStation does the exact same thing.
I've proven myself.
Have you really?
Crazy Taxi's early still, dude. That trailer wasn't that good. I think it's probably carried by the song. It's kind of more of like a style aesthetic trailer. You know, I love. They always make a post. This is always a tweet. It's actually part of the show there. That was funny. Look at all these titles. Look at all these titles. Thank you for watching. That really is it. So yeah, there's basically a finished version of Gears of War PlayStation 5 sitting on a drive. PS5 Gears of War E-Day. Box art kind of sucks. And it's selective, right? So like they could have made the same call for Halo. They could have made the same call for Fable. For Senua, they could have made the same call and they're saying no. This is box art, not final. Okay, I hope not. So they're gonna pick and choose. This one's exclusive, this one's not. Really interesting, totally arbitrary, yeah. And so Clockwork Revolution being exclusive, I think is such a crazy pick. That's a brand new IP. Like that could use the cross-platform more than the other games could. Jinx, where does this from? It sounds like it's straight from Asha. As part of our focus on the return of Xbox, definitely Asha, we also announced that Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution will be Xbox console exclusives. They are not timed exclusives. Games already announced for multi-platform releases will stick to that plan. We're committed to investing in growing Xbox on both console and beyond. So fun. Doesn't explain Senua, which was not announced before today. Yeah. When they say, yeah, if it's previously announced, don't worry about it. But also, Gears of War E-Day was previously announced. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy. That's a fun bet. Within 12 months of launching, will E-Day be on PS5? Yeah, like how long can they stick to that commitment? I gotta go back through the show. Let me pull it up again. Guild Wars 3, by the way. I mean, it's gonna be a while, but that's pretty cool. I kind of want to be there for it. I think the idea of like hopping into a new MMO on day one is so appealing. New MMOs don't come around too often anymore. All right, let's do a real quick recap of the show. Started with Gears of War E-Day. It did the thing that I like, right? Where it's like, hey, show the game. I just had such a negative impression of it from this point. I guess like maybe the highly edited with music and people talking swayed me at the end of the show. But yeah, I didn't think this was a good demo. I didn't think anything that cool happened, especially like the conclusion of it is the grocery store. Sorry, department store. There's TVs too. Nothing cool happens this entire sequence. If we're talking about like a neat thing that pops up that you haven't seen in a Gears of War game before, nothing does. It's really weird. Maybe they're trying to show off their destruction, but like even then, it's not that impressive. You know what I mean? We just saw a box fly at the camera there. So really, really weird demo, honestly. It ends here. He's like, guys, help me. Guys, help me. Guys, help. And they're like, we're busy. They don't even talk to him. They're just like, fuck. So that was the opening. Asha Sharma comes out. I don't remember a word from her speech other than it's going to be a console exclusive. I got to rewatch that. I don't think she said anything other than that. She's got to, you know, she's doing her corporate hand motions there. But yeah, that was the big thing she wanted to say. Console exclusive. Get excited. I think this Fable trailer stinks. We love Haley Atwell, but like the game's not looking any more finished than it did a year ago. I think this trailer stinks. And like what's weird is the structure is identical to the ones they've done before. And like I obviously like, you know, they do like Isabel. You know, they've introduced characters the same way before. But after you've already delayed it. By the way, Xbox confirms Haley Atwell is the villain of Fable. That's cool. I like that's fun casting. That's fun. Didn't hit for me though. Because we know now this is part of the game. With the docu-style like people talking at the camera, like this is how it'll be delivered to you when you're playing the video game itself. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, like, maybe the collapsing tower was cool, but yeah, truly, like, I don't know what cool happened, what new thing was added into this trailer that you hadn't seen before. Mostly, I guess it's a narrative thing. This trailer sucked shit. I gotta bring the volume back up for this.
They noticed.
The narration's insane.
Now you ready to get to it?
I think they're
long enough. You learn to read the battlefield.
I think I guess what they were banking on is that you love this guy, you love this character, and you're stoked to hear him narrate this trailer. I think that's what they were banking on. It just doesn't play. It's the music and editing for you. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems cheap, bro. It's a different voice actor even, yeah.
This place, more of a freak show.
Like, he's not killing it. He's not killing it.
And trust me, I know Freaky.
Trust me, I know Freaky should have been like a killer line. I bet they thought that was a, you know what I mean? I bet they were like, this is gonna kill it. It lacks reverence. Yeah. It's not, it's not that element of Halo at all.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far?
It's a new play, but it stinks.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock.
It doesn't play, bro. It doesn't play.
The thing with simple jobs is they always get complicated.
It's fine. You don't see the problem with it. None of this is inspiring. These shots stink. You know what I mean? They got really weird camera angles. The gameplay never looks fun.
My advice: bring a Spartan.
I think these are the 3 best shots in the whole trailer. And then now it's like, so all that whole intro to the trailer is trying to show you the new shit. The thing is, I wouldn't know the new levels from the old levels. So it's like, look at all these 3 new missions, and then now here's look at a campaign evolve. Yeah, I feel like this whole trailer fails to present a fun-looking video game to you.
Chief, you ever get tired of being the strong, almost silent type? No.
So dumb. The Plague Tale trailer was the 3rd one. That's number 3. I feel like this was a really interesting 3rd pick. I don't think this trailer necessarily pops. Was that Steve Bloom as Master Chief? No, that's the Master Chief voice as Master Chief. Persona was next. This popped for my chat. It doesn't strike me. I'll just say the game doesn't strike me. I think some elements of it were really stylish and nice, but as somebody who didn't want to play it before, I don't want to play it now, you know? It's an all-timer. Yeah, I know you think that, bro. I know, like, here's my chat. My chat sees this scene here, and they're like, this is an all-timer. I remember hanging out with that guy Saturday after school. I'll never forget that September 3rd. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, fine, bro. I get that's an all-timer for you. Fast forwardable dialogue. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. Yeah. Just mash the dialogue at me. I remember when we had to fight the shadow versions of ourselves. Yeah, it was actually really sad when a shadow version of herself popped up. I remember that. Like, okay. All right. All-timer. There you have it. Play it day one on Game Pass. This sucked shit. State of Decay 3 trailer. I gotta rewatch this, actually. I don't get it. I don't actually, like, get what they were going for here. Might be worst trailer of the show, yeah. Okay, so all right. Here's the crazy fucking thing. I'll put on, like, I guess, the closed captioning. This narration, like, of the guy talking about not knowing what caused the zombie stuff is so crazy. Persona 6 worst trailer? We'll gotta watch that. I kind of liked it. Starting quiet towns, empty. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? Places the world forgot. Like, this is nuts to me. This trailer shows you nothing new. It's a teaser. There's been already 2 teasers for this game. This is not a teaser. The bomb is new. Right. So I feel like this trailer is for people who already love State of Decay. They're like, oh, that's new. That's a new enemy. That's a new enemy type. I haven't shot that guy before. Because it presents nothing to anybody else. If you know, you know. Oh, I've never seen that enemy before. That's a new enemy type. It's like, okay. These are crazy shots. Camera really high there again. They just announced Fable gameplay footage coming on Wednesday. I think that's good to hear. I feel like they needed that more than the Haley Atwell trailer. He's horking, bro. He's horking. Did Left 4 Dead invent burst zombies? I wonder. The things you find funny. Excuse me for thinking horking is funny. My bad. Yeah, that's so weird, dude. These shots are fucking bizarre. It's like, we got this, and then we got, like, you can shoot these pus pods. Bloom. Reload, get bit. And then that's the end. God, that trailer sucks. I would say, like, don't do those close-ups because your game doesn't stand up to them. Chances Valve announces a new game this year? Yeah, Half-Life 3 they're announcing this year. Okay, and then, you know, you got to have a Sea of Thieves. It would be weird if they broke the streak. Every year since Sea of Thieves came out, you got to announce a new expansion. This shit I don't remember. Oh, this is Metro. This is Metro. I think the Metro trailer was a little soft, narration heavy, right? Where it's like hard to get grounded in it. It's hard to meet them in their world, I feel like, with this narration. But, you know, at least they showed more than the reveal showed. I don't like the way this trailer ends. They're treating this like it's a big reveal. Like these shots, chat, you know I'm not like crazy about FOV, you know what I mean? But like I feel like everything is just super zoomed in. Title reveal. And then it's like, is this a big reveal to Metro fans? Does this mean something if you're a Metro fan? Oh god, that was so cheap. And the zoom out into the key art. Rough. Why is it muted? Just because I'm zooming through these. So it'd be a lot of like audio going up and down a lot. You complain about FOV more than any PC gamer. Not true. I loved this trailer. This is a pacing trailer. They put this trailer in here for the pacing, and it actually pays off. What's this called? Bad Magpie? I'm curious about this. I don't know anything about the studio or anything, but I liked it. It's a goose-like? Yeah, but you're goosing to survive, it feels like. Funded by UK government. Milktooth. Milktooth is a studio. Wolong 2. I think Wolong did okay, but like I don't think a lot of people were like really anticipating or demanding a Wolong 2. The trailer itself I feel like is pretty unremarkable, if we're being honest. I think this game actually had a great trailer. Join Us. Join Us knows what it is. Obviously, this game is rough around the edges. We're not like going frame by frame saying this game looks gross, because, you know, it is what it is. This shot is so funny. I think it's really soon where they say like recruitment failed. Yeah, conversion failed. This guy's like, I'm all right. I'm okay. I don't need to join your cult. So fun, honestly. I bet this game could hit. I bet this game could hit. We'll see. 4-player co-op. Could be a fun friend slop game. Senua was a crazy reveal. The game's just called Senua. Maybe that's a temporary title, but I think that's it, man. I think Hellblade 3 is just called Senua. And I'll catch up. I saw another resub come in. I'll catch up. I gotta do some catching up big time. I love this scene. Drops in, bursts back out. Hell yeah. Boss fight. Cool. Fallout 76, I got nothing to say about it. I think the Doom DLC was actually a pretty cool trailer. Started off with Dark Ages shit where you have all your powers. Takes your powers away, we get that. And then you reacquire them throughout this trailer. Throughout the game, but also throughout the trailer. I think it's really nice. The trailer sets up the narrative really well too, I think. The big theme of Senua 2 was her having to step up and becoming a leader despite her doubts in herself. So this is actually a nice step in that direction. Jotan, what leadership skills did you see on display in that Senua trailer? What are you talking about? Synergy? What leadership skills is she doing here? Honestly, I feel like this trailer is a response to the reviews of Senua 2, right? If you're saying it's not a video gamey enough, if you're like that could use more combat, this trailer definitely emphasizes combat and shows zero puzzles. Obviously, there will be puzzles in the game, right? But I feel like the intent of this trailer is to work on the response to the second game. This game went free on Steam. I bet they're going to announce a new one at the PC Gaming Show. I'm not doing PC Gaming Show. I won't bite. Okay. So, yeah, I actually liked that Doom trailer. I thought that was nice. Crazy Taxi. We couldn't listen to it. Obviously, they're showing that this is Y2K vibrant, bro. This guy still has a little green goatee. He hasn't changed a bit. Very little gameplay, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Some of this gameplay, some of the CG, it's tough. But here's the thing. They made a video, right? Officially, they said, like, this is going to be, like, a pretty big multiplayer game. And you get no indication of that from this trailer. You watch this trailer, I think it's straight up like the arcade mode the whole time. The tease at the end of this trailer is that you're not just in this one city, that you're going global. Weird. Island, Don will be streaming PC Gaming Show if you want to raid. Heck yeah. I actually think this thing looks sick as hell. I wonder if you can get just the controller. I'm gonna assume they sell the controller just by itself. But yeah, I love clear plastic. That's cool. Age of Empires, you gotta do it. Minecraft Dungeons 2. I mean, I feel like Minecraft Dungeons is like the only successful Minecraft offshoot. I know people like it a lot. This didn't hit for me necessarily. The art style was cool. This game's really interesting. Magicians, the Devil's Deal or something like that. I'm not on board yet. This is like, come on, bro. This is like the BioShock reveal from back in the day. Like show gameplay, and then it does. So the idea of like your attacks being crazy magic tricks in first person, I think is actually really cool. Whoop. That's a great shot for a trailer. Good. Yeah, I think this game's gonna rule. I'm pretty into this. I don't know the studio on this one. Uppercut Games, you know them? Does anybody know Uppercut? Yeah, I don't know them. Valor Mortis had a more extensive trailer. Valor Mortis is looking good. I think there's like a 1-to-1 boss fight in first person at the end that's a little worrying. That's like, oh man, is this gonna suck? Where it's just like a sword battle. Uppercut is former BioShock and Fallout devs. That game might be nice. That was cool. That like super attack that killed 4 guys. This shit's like, oh man, I'm gonna die 5 times that boss. Weird cut to black there. Not even cut to black. Weird edit. Smash cut, I guess we would say. When he summons that purple magic. Expansion trailer for Elder Scrolls Online. I didn't mind this actually. I thought it was okay. If you're playing the game, you're like, dude, this looks sick. I'll play it for another year. The national parks are coming to Flight Simulator. Okay. Castlevania had an interesting trailer. I'm thinking it's the same. I don't think chat confirmed. I think it's the same voice actor from the Castlevania Netflix show. Is this character's mama? I love seeing Level Up. And I love, like, I did not expect it to have, I love a map shot. You know I love a map shot in a trailer. I did not expect it to have that kind of map. I thought it would be more level-based. This shit. Hell yeah. You'd like a 10% zoom for this? What do you mean? It's too zoomed out is what you're saying? She is a little small. I see what you're saying. No, I get it. Belmont's Curse website grayed out the Switch logo. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's just some Symphony of the Night stuff right there. That's crazy. I bet this game is going to hit. I bet this will be good. It's only grayed out because they can't link to a store. Got it. You know, I like those like bone towers too. Yeah, you're using your card stuff. Stupid girl. I hope they call you a stupid girl for the entire game. I hope they never stop doing that. I hope that's the entire point of your character. Yeah, just keep calling me a stupid girl. Oh, that's funny. They actually say on the bottom of the screen, key art by Katsuya Terada. I wonder who that is. It is excellent key art. This trailer's excellent. I actually forgot about this shit. Terada did the old Legend of Zelda art? No way. This is Kyle Bait. Unfortunately, I'm not into like this kind of game. You know what I mean? Chat's trying to always get me to play like the summer vacation games. Like, this is what I'm covering. I'm covering the clock in the upper right-hand corner. This is where I check out. I love the style of this game. I freaking love it. I love it. Nobody else pulls it off like this. But, I don't think you'll see me playing this. Give it a try. I'm not sure I got it. Like, look at this shit, dude. The story's gonna be, you can tell. The scene of this kid looking at herself in the mirror, like, you know, this is gonna be good shit. Let's stay best friends like this forever, Jenny. And then, like, I love the end of this trailer. I love this shit. Knicks watch along tomorrow? I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be live during the Knicks game. I'm playing FF8 during the Knicks game. Sprout quickly, little tree, but can this small world contain you? No, I love the end of this trailer. So cool, dude. Cancel the stream. No. Here's the thing, chat. I never, like, for sports, never change life plans, never change work plans for sports. All right, chat says this is a bad trailer. I actually think this is sick as hell. Because, chat, the context is that this is a Persona trailer. What this trailer does is focus on what makes this game different within this franchise. Look at this shit. Sudden brief silence. Now, I mean, here's the truth. The truth is I'm taking the bait. The truth is when this game does come out, it's going to be, you know, like a blonde high schooler and like da 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 da, and like it's like, let's have a date after school with me. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be that, no question. But I feel like at least that trailer conveys a different tone. You know? Isn't that exactly what DQ12 did? Yeah. And the green color leaked a long time ago, which is so funny. It turned out to be true. I feel like the Spyro trailer wasn't that great. Somebody asked like if there were any surprises. This is technically a surprise, but here's the thing. Toys for Bob basically, like when they announced their independence, they were like, get your horns ready for our next game. You know what I mean? Like they told you. They told you it was going to be Spyro. There was no reason to be like, oh my God, when this popped up, you know? So I feel like the more important thing for this trailer would be to, no way. Chat says this is Tom Kenny. Show the game more. You know what I mean? Like, let's pick up these gems, dude. Thoughts on the look? It's nearly identical to the Spyro remastered look, which is a really good look. Oh yeah, the hair sucks. Changing the spikes into hair is a weird choice. It's too wobbly. It's way too wobbly. And then, okay, I think we get 3 seconds of gameplay. Dude, I don't actually even get that snippet. There's a second where they show the world and it looks really big, right? But like, why did you cut there? Weird. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's not on rails. There's no way it's on rails. Not Spyro-like music? Yeah, they were going for like epic. More for epic vibes. Clockwork? I definitely think last year's trailer was stronger. This one basically gave you the setup of the game, though, right? I love, like, here's our vault. You got to sneak in. Here's the crew. Something went wrong. Here's the time travel. So I would say, like, this is, like, the narrative setup trailer, basically. And this is coming out 2027, and this is an Xbox console exclusive. I don't think the dialogue hits as hard as they expect it to hit, and obviously this is not a facial animation heavy game. A lot of those characters just were emoting the way that their voice actors were, you know? And then Matt Booty came out and said, I got one more thing for you. And I was like, that's not the one more thing. No way. No way they close on this. Console, Xbox console, all caps in the subtitles, bro. That's branding. That's crazy. That's nuts. And they really ended on this Call of Duty DMZ thing. All right, so the weird setup is, yeah, okay. We're in Korea. It's 2026. Sorry, what I want to see is when we're the first character, when we're still alive. Yeah. So the majority of this demo, we're seeing through the perspective of our teammate. And when you die and you're looking at your teammate's camera, it's got all these fucking weird visual filters on it. That's such a strange choice, man. Maybe the idea is like this twist of like, dude, it'll be cool that like they'll be so shocked to see your character die immediately. And yeah, now we look at our teammates' camera perspective for the rest of this shit. And it's got all this weird like video filters. Like this weird like interlacing effect. Bizarre choice. Do you think these games not being on PS5 will have any noticeable effect on Xbox hardware sales? No, because, I mean, here's the thing. They're going to keep going down just like PS5 hardware sales are going down now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they'll go down less, you know? It's gonna be really, really rough. I feel like there's going to be no way to even, like, measure the impact. But what it does, God, that shot is so fucking funny. The panicking of just like, he's not even aiming. All right, dude. It's a branding choice. It makes people who love Xbox feel better about Xbox, and that's why I think it's a good call. Console gaming is somewhat cooked right now. High-end PC gaming is cooked right now. We're all cooked. We're all cooked. It's all cooked. PC uses the same parts. Exactly, Chad. It's not like PCs are getting cheaper to buy. And that's why you play deck builder roguelikes, exactly. All right, yeah, that was the show. Let's do expectations and reality, and then we'll give it a grade. That was the show. Back up to the top. This turned out to be true, right? I actually did not check how long that show was. 90 minutes main show, 30 minutes Gears of War. I think that's correct. It was 1 hour main show? Okay. No, incorrect. I got baited by my chat. I got so baited. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, it said 60 minutes for main show. Did you like the see-through Xbox? Yeah. COD went through longer than 60 minutes. DMZ counts as main show, chat. Whatever. Asha Sharma has a speech. I say I actually like what she's saying. Correct. Again, I'm going to have to watch it again. I have no idea what she said, but she did then say that Gears of War is console exclusive. You surprised at no BC announcements at the anniversary? Not really, no. No Phil Spencer, no Sarah Bond. Yeah, correct. There was, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this was simply, I don't think this was a crazy prediction. There were just people in chat who was like, will they show Phil Spencer? And I said, no, they won't. Gears of War E-Day is not announced for PS5. Yes, that is correct. You gotta trust Grubb on this. He put all 10 toes down. He said it, man. This is wild. Fable reveals new funny character. I'm gonna say incorrect. They did not go for funny. There was the character at the fire who was mad that you were burning her brother, but let's just say incorrect. Serious direction for this trailer. PS5 Switch 2 logos remain in trailers. That is correct. There was one Switch 2 logo. There were not a lot of Switch 2 logos, though, honestly. That was weird. Toys for Bob game revealed. Looks nice. Correct. Nice might be stretching it. It looks nice. It looks nice. It looks nice. Don't say it doesn't look nice. There were like 3 or 4 Switch logos? Okay, all right. No new handheld Xbox? That is correct, yep. Chat, I feel like component prices have changed everybody's plans. Where, like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, it really seemed like PlayStation was doing a new handheld the way that rumors were going. I feel like even them, they're just like, let's just fucking bin this, bro. This is going to cost so much money to produce. Not till next gen. Yeah. Persona 4 Revival revealed. Release date. Game Pass. That's all correct. Then Persona 6. Nice song. No release window. No extensive gameplay. Almost nailed all of those. Except for nice song. No nice song. Almost. I added one too many details. Otherwise, we had that shit. Forza Horizon DLC just cars? No Forza Horizon DLC. 25th anniversary merchandise, correct. Translucent console / controller. Chat, I didn't see. Do we have an update if you can just get that controller? 25th anniversary, not cheesy, celebrating legacy IP. Incorrect. Well, okay, I guess correct about it not being cheesy, but there was almost nothing. I really thought this was going to be a big 25th anniversary thing. I'm going to say big incorrect on that. They referenced it a bit at the end of that Gears thing, saying like, yeah, look, it's cool that this is falling on the 25th anniversary of Xbox, you know, but like, really? Nothing. Chat has confirmed you can get the controller separate. Cool. Elite 3 controller. Nope. Incorrect. I'm going to put that in bold. Absolutely not. No Clockwork Revolution. Absolutely incorrect. 2027 release date. One of 2 console exclusives. I'm putting that down because they're treating that game like it's a big deal. Am I going to get one? No. Halo Campaign Evolved looks better than Reveal, but a little unreally? Yeah, I'm going to say correct. Gratitude short trailer at most. I'm going to say correct. That's correct. Yeah, version 1.0 is coming out soon, but you know they were not going to do a big blowout for that game. No BioShock, no Judas, no studio acquisitions. Correct. Did It Great 3 has some sort of hook to differentiate from other zombie games? Super incorrect. Zero hook. Zero hook. Zero hook. No attempt at a hook. So crazy. Crazy Taxi, Orange Jet Set Radio, but not both. Correct. Crazy Taxi. Stranger Heaven completes the trifecta. Incorrect. No Strange Than Heaven. That's crazy. That's crazy. No trifecta, sadly. No price announcements. No new Game Pass feature announcements. That's correct. They did, you know, they put up day one on Game Pass, but I do feel like Game Pass was a little de-emphasized. A hint of Project Helix. Incorrect. Not even a whisper of it. I really thought of maybe there would be even like a next year. Well, you'll see what true power means. You know, nothing like that. Expectation C, actual grade. I think that's right. I'm going to stick with C. I think there was some truly baffling decisions. I feel like the Gears of War E-Day thing was actually really nice. It gave me a way better impression of that game. The opening was dreadful. But, not a lot of pops. Not a lot of pops. Not a lot of moments that are like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Persona 6 logo reveal is what I would say is the big pop of the show. Which is crazy. The top never popped off. Yeah. What did Sony get this week? Sony was good. I freaking love the debut of La Fée, but like the show itself was just okay. I don't know what grade I would have given it. Probably like a B. Castlevania looked really good. Yeah, they say Spyro for late. I didn't realize Spyro's like one of the last announcements they have. It was third to last. It went Spyro, Clockwork, DMZ. It went Persona 6. They knew that was a big one too, but not first party. So it's Persona 6, Spyro, Clockwork Revolution, DMZ. DMZ is a terrible end to that show. It's like why I can't go higher than a C. Terrible, terrible end. Are you pro or anti-Cube? Freaking love the Cube. Love him. Love Frank. Think he's genius. Let me catch up on a resub of Roonies. I missed a bunch of them. I think... I remember that one. Here we go. Sung, thanks for being a 7-monther. Anything new Fallout announced? Fallout 76, if you count that, you got it. If that meant something to you. Dan May, thanks for being a 4-monther. Cuff, thanks for being a 27-monther. Nice. Philium, thanks for being a 51-monther. Yearly Weekly Dan, thank you for gifting 5 gift subs in the middle of the Xbox press conference for some reason. It must have been, I missed it, Yearly Weekly Dan. Were you like really pumped about something that popped up? IBS Superstar, very funny name. Thank you for gifting a gift sub to Cold Reese. Cold Reese was the teammate you were spectating the entire demo of DMZ, most of it. Taco, thank you for raiding in there. Welcome in, Raiders. Flint Paper, thanks for being a 45-monther. I could feel every strand of my Phoenix's brow. That was in reference to how the eyebrows of Marcus Phoenix in E-Day have more detail than in the original Xbox 360 game. Which is just like, why even... Okay. Taco Boy, thanks for being a 66-monther. And Derek After Dark, thank you for being a 69-monther. Trailers for Fallout 76, Sea of Thieves, Season 20, Microsoft Flight Simulator 24, Elder Scrolls Online, and Halo 1 Campaign Remake feels discouraging for a summer showcase. Oh, no. That's normal. Derek After Dark, that's super, super normal. We always get a check-in on Elder Scrolls Online, always get a check-in on Sea of Thieves and Fallout 76. That's normal. I kind of like it at this point. Do you think Nintendo will have a Direct? Yeah. I think we can count on it. I really feel like that's happening this week. So yeah, chat, that'll do it for this stream. I got to get to work. I got to start writing the script. It's going to have to be about the exclusivity thing. That's where we'll start. We'll figure out where we go from there. But yeah, that's like it's to me such a crazy pivot. That's like there's something kind of exciting about it. So I'll get to work on that video, hopefully posting that tonight. Most likely it'll be Monday morning that goes up. We'll be streaming tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live for Final Fantasy VIII stream. Go Knicks, but I'll still stream. And then, yeah, the rumor is that there's a Nintendo Direct this week. It might be Tuesday. I'll be live for it if that's the case. And then we'll figure out what we're streaming next Friday and Saturday. Yeah. We're going to raid Easy Allies again. We'll set up that raid. June, even if the rumors are wrong. Yeah. There will be a Nintendo Direct at some point. Even if the Ocarina of Time remake is like one of those dumb Nintendo rumors that spreads like wildfire and never turns out to be real, there will be a Nintendo Direct at some point. I haven't forgotten about Star Fox Grand Prix. Still hurts. What's the last word on your shirt? This is not an Xbox. Sorry, I got a bit of lint there. The whole stream. Your brow count was high. Yeah, I definitely got enough brows to rival Marcus Phoenix. Brow hairs. All caps. Cool. All right, Chad. Thanks for hanging out. Fun stream. I gotta get going basically. So we won't dally any longer. I'll have the schedule up hopefully at some point today too for what we're streaming next week. But next week's gonna be sweet too. Looking forward to it. All right. Thank you, chat. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. Tie your shoes. It's a robot party. Pet the dog. It's a robot